Hi, Miss Jane. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Annie. Right. Let's begin. Okay, everyone, please say it 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Very good evening to everyone. Today is the 8th day of our program, right? And today too, before we start, let me do the same wish. May this session also help you to develop in your spiritual practice. And may this session also help you to gain at least little inner peace and inner happiness with it. With those wholesome wishes, we are going to start today's session. Right, it's okay. So dear Dhamma friends, we began practicing the first step of breathing meditation on the month of January, right? On the 2nd of January, right? Then, so today, as I mentioned last week, so, we are going to, the old students who began the practice on the 2nd, so January Friday, they will be kindly requested to switch to the 2nd step of breathing meditation. But if you joined recently, don't switch. Just keep on practicing the first method. So let me describe the first method. So first step of breathing meditation. So in the first step of breathing meditation, you are going to observe your breath. So that means the incoming breath and outgoing breath. But you were requested so to observe, not to observe the breath beyond the ending point of your nostrils, right? So observe and recognize the ending point of your nostrils, and then just observe the movement of your breath up to that point. And after that, let the breath go inside. And until it comes back, so wait very, very patiently. Use that moment to develop more and more patience, right? Then the breath will begin to come out, and then before it goes out, it will touch the ending point of your nostril, the end of your nostril, right? So at that time, starting from that point, keep on being aware about the outgoing breath. When the breath is coming in, please be fully aware. When the breath is going out, please be fully aware. And if the breath is long, if the breath is short, let it be so. And if the breath is close, if the breath is soft, let it be so. And last week I taught you about that shuttle experience. If you experience that shuttle, if you are experiencing that shuttle breath, so just keep on. I already taught you what to do, but somehow, in brief, if I remind, so please, if you can manage that one, then if you can feel that shuttle breath, then keep on practicing with that shuttle one. And if you feel uneasy, then breathe in and breathe out intentionally, right? So that's what the beginners, that means the new students should do. They are requested to practice the first step of breathing meditation. You barely observe on, you barely concentrate on the natural, normal flow of breath, which is coming in and which is going out. And then the second step. Second step is to limit your breath to this. So triangular area, big triangular area. So, in this triangular area, wherever the breath comes and touches, right? So please keep on being aware about that touch. Don't go with the breath all the way in. Just observe the breath within this triangular area, big triangular area, right? So when the breath comes and touches your upper lip area, so please be aware about that touch. And then let the breath go in, let the breath go in, and then wait patiently, it comes back. Then when it comes back, it will also definitely touch this particular area, this big triangular area. This will be a challenging point for certain meditators. If your sensitivity has not grown, if your patience and calmness has not grown, then you won't feel the touch of the breath on your, upper lip. Then you will have a hard time. At that time, give your entire patience, entire calmness, entire attention, and keep on observing. Right? Sometimes you will be able to experience the touch of the breath. So if you could, that means your calmness, your patience, and your sensitivity has grown. Right? And then keep on observing the incoming and outgoing breath. Limiting your attention to the big triangular area. And then after that, if you cannot feel the touch of the breath, especially when it is coming in, you can feel it. But when it is going out, if you cannot feel the touch of the breath, and even after several attempts, if you cannot feel it, then what you should do is please switch to the first step of breathing meditation. Right? Okay. So if you cannot focus, if you cannot feel the touch of the breath, outgoing touch of the breath on your upper lip, then move once again back to the first step of breathing meditation. Don't think that I have failed. Don't feel like don't develop feeling like, oh, I have failed an exam. No, this is not an exam. I'm not going to give you marks. Oh, there are no medals at all. You will get a lot of invisible medals and marks and everything, but that's another story, right? So they are priceless gifts. But somehow, you are not. Don't feel frustrated. Again, you have another chance. Right? You are here to develop calmness, not to develop agitation. So you are here to develop peacefulness within, right? Inner happiness within, not to go away from that, right? So therefore, keep on working hard, right? You are competing actually with yourself, right? Then work for yourself. Don't feel frustrated and switch back to the first step and keep on practicing. Later on, if you could develop concentration, then once again switch back to the second step. This instruction is only for all students who joined the session since the month of January. Okay, then please practice like that. Is it clear? I know for sure. The students who have been coming for years, it is for them it's clear. But how about the students who joined during the last month? Is it clear? Okay, Remy? Yes.
The question is, so in the first step, do we observe all the way in when the come with the flow all the way out, or we just wait?
Yeah, wait here, right? Wait within this triangular area, okay? So wait within this triangular area and focus on the touch of the breath, right? When the breath is coming in, it will touch this triangular area, right? Upper lip, or sometimes so these areas too. Then at that time, please be aware. Yeah, then when the breath is, and don't focus even on the nostrils, okay? Right? Just the touch of the breath within this area. And then after that, when the breath is going out, again, please observe the touch of the breath. So within this, so triangular area. So especially, so on your upper lip, okay?
Step two.
Yeah, that's step two.
Number one.
One is just to observe the breath, which is coming in and going out. So, so, uh, which is coming in and going out. So you don't focus on the breath beyond the nostrils, right?
Oh,
Get it?
we don't go with the flow,
Yes.
even though it's step one.
Yeah. So you don't go with the flow all the way in. Get it? Right. Me be happy. Right. Then, okay. So the beginners or who the students who joined recently, they are kindly requested to practice the first step, right? So please observe the incoming and outgoing breath, but don't go beyond the nostril, the end of your nostrils, right? Limit your observation to the end of your nostrils, right? And the old students, I mean, the students who are at least joined since January, and who kept on continuously coming, they are the students who will be requested to practice the second step of breathing meditation, right? So please limit your observation to the to this big triangular area, right? When the breath is coming in, feel the touch of the breath within this triangular area. Don't go with the breath all the way in, let it go through your nostrils, right? And when it is going out, again, focus on the touch of the breath within this big triangular area. Why are we doing that? To sharpen the mind, to deepen your calmness, to deepen your patience, right? And whenever you give more time, then your patience also will develop, right? And then to develop, to deepen your peace, right? So for that, we practice the second step of whatever the qualities that we develop, positive qualities that we develop with the first technique, we are going to sharpen that, and we are going to deepen that through this second technique, second step. Okay, then that is for the students. Second step is limited for the students who join since the month of January. But the other students also will be asked to practice the second step after March. Okay, don't worry. You will have an opportunity to, but keep on practicing ardently, right? The most important thing is not about the elevation of your meditation technique. The most important thing is whether you develop that deeper inner calmness or inner happiness or inner peace within or not, right? Okay, then please practice very, very ardently. And then uh, I promise another thing to introduce the mindfulness habit. Every second month, I introduce you to the mindfulness habit. So generally, we let everything to happen automatically. To break that, that means we let that our autopilot to take control. But we have a very limited time, a very short life. Within this limited life, within this short time, so why won't we try to live mindfully, enjoying each and every moment of this life, precious life, right? and letting go of all kinds of worries, remorses, and restlessness. So for that, then we need to practice. So we need to develop mindfulness. We have to insert our mindfulness that we develop with meditation technique into our day-to-day life. Let's start it with the mindfulness habit. This is what you have to do. Pick one habit, daily thing that you do. Let it be eating, let it be washing your face in the morning, or any other activity that you do daily. It should be an activity that you do daily. So from the starting point of that activity to the ending point of that activity, please maintain your awareness continuously. Instead of letting the autopilot to continue, right? So let your mindfulness to take charge, be in charge, be the master of your, at least be the master of that action, right? So that is the starting point. Later on, I'll instruct you to, so exert it more, but start with one action. So for an example, if you are eating, so we eat every day, right? Don't we eat every day? We eat every day. Pick one time that you eat, maybe breakfast, maybe lunch, or maybe dinner. So during that time, from the starting point to the ending point, keep on being aware. For an example, when you serve yourself, if you are cooking, so be aware about how your hands go, and so how when you are mixing, be aware that you're mixing, right? When you are catching things, be aware that you're catching things. When you're moving things, be aware that you're moving things. Like that, keep on being aware about that cooking process if you're cooking daily. And if you choose cooking, so if it is the eating process, when you are serving yourself, be aware about the process of serving. Eating. Right. First, when you are serving to your plate, be aware. I'm serving myself. Right. So when you are catching the spoon, when you're moving the spoon, when you hold things, collect things to your spoon, and when you are serving yourself, so keep on being aware. And when you're moving your plate towards your desk, and when you are sitting on your chair, keep on being aware. I'm sitting on my chair. I'm sitting on my chair. Right? And then when I don't know whether you use hands, or some of us use hands, some of us use chopsticks, some of us use forks. It doesn't matter, or spoons. So whenever you are mixing food, be aware. When you are moving the food towards your mouth, when you are inserting the food inside the mouth, and when you are chewing, when you are feeling the taste, when you are swallowing, keep on being aware. Okay? Right? Pick one habit that you daily do and turn it to a mindfulness habit. Right? Okay. Then start it. Maybe if that action belongs to the the time after the after the session, so start right after the session. Or so if it belongs tomorrow, so start it right. Then start it from tomorrow. Okay. So at one action that you daily pick, make sure that you pick an action that you do daily. Okay. Mindfulness habit.
How about driving? Like driving.
Oh, that's also fine. If you drive every day, right? So then you can choose driving. Okay, when you are when you are turning your wheel, when you're observing everything, so keep on being mindful to the starting point to the ending point.
So only one time when I'm very mindful.
All right. Okay, then make it more. All right. Make it more mindful. Right. You can choose that one, Ms. Kalpana. Right. Then start the mindful habit. from tomorrow. Okay. Then I hope all of you understood. Now I'm going to fulfill my promise. Last week I taught you about the duties of parents towards children. Then today I'm going to teach you about the 5 duties of children towards the parents. I'm going to take 5 minutes and it will be brief. Please be quick and write it down fast, okay? Right. Why I teach all these things? Because you can have a peaceful outside life, and then you can convert that peace into your meditation to become successful in your practice. Okay, be quick. First one is, you know, so the parents' love is very deep. The Buddha described it. It pierces. It pierces. It penetrates the skin to the flesh. Then, so pierce in the flesh. So it pierces the bone, and then it pierces the bone marrows. Right? So, parental love is something deeper like that. Right? So therefore, um, the um, the children have to be very grateful towards parents and do their best as they can. Right? Then first thing that you so as a child that you should do is so take care of them when they are old and or in need. That's number 1. Please write them down very fast. Okay. Take care of them when they are old or in need. Right. If they are old, if they are in need, do your best. Right. Because that's a way of showing your gratitude and repaying your debt towards them. By only doing that, you cannot repay it, but still, so it's a way of doing that. At least a bit, you can repay at least a bit. And number 2 is help them with their responsibilities and daily needs. Right. So please help your parents. So with their responsibilities and daily needs. Right. That's number 2. Number 3 is preserve and honor family values and traditions. So there may be certain family values or traditions that you don't agree. That's fine. But still, if they don't do any harm, still for the family bonding sake, please practice them. Right. But if there is anything that you think is harmful, then that's fine. So if you think deep and understand fully about that, and if you think that it is not right, then that's fine. You can let it go. For an example, we have caste beliefs, right? So such kind of things, even though it comes in traditions, so you can let it go because all human beings are equal. And there are so many such kind of things. That is only an example to describe. And then fourth one is take care of their given inheritance, whatever things that they gave you. So don't destroy them. Right? Certain children, when they get their things, what they do is whenever the parents are gone, they sell it. Right? So instead, if it is possible, so please take care of them, their inheritance too. Right? And then so fifth one is dedicate merit towards them after them when they passed away. Right? So yes, we will cry, but even during the peace walk that Bhante described to people, right? When they passed away, what we should do is we should do good actions in their name. And whatever the positive energy, good energy that we gain, please think, I did the good action for their name, for their sake. So may my parents who passed away gain this positive energy wherever they are. may they be well and happy, right? Please do like that. Then two things will happen. It will soothe your mind, and then your positive energy will be helpful for your parents. Okay? Then please fulfill these duties for your parents. Now, everyone, keep your books aside. Now, please keep your back straight, neck straight, head straight. Please keep your right palm on your left palm. And then let your whole body to relax. Let your whole body to relax. First, I will pay our sincere respect and gratitude towards Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. And after that, let's start today's silent meditation. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Itimiso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho viññācarana sampanno sungato lokamido anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati satta deva manusanang buddho bhagavati swakato bhagavata dhammo Sangnittingo akaliko ehi pasiko panaiko pachatang veditamo vinyuhiti supanipanno bhagavato savaka sangho unyumanimanno bhagavato savaka sangho Nyaya patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Sami Cipanipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Yadinang Chattari Purisa Yugani Atte Purisa Puggalam Ise Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Ahuniyo Pahuniyo Nakiniyo Anjali Karaniyo Anutterang Punyaketang Lokasati. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. With a very calm mind, with a very quiet mind, attentive mind, with a very patient, peaceful mind. Everyone, please start your breathing meditation. If you are a new student, please practice the first step of breathing meditation. If you are a student who kept on coming, kept on attending since January, so please start the second step of breathing meditation. Whatever the meditation technique that you are going to practice, regardless, I sincerely wish. May your meditation be very, very successful. Very, very successful. Everyone, please start your silent meditation right now. Now, if your legs are paining, you can change your posture. We are going to practice loving kindness meditation in brief. Keep your eyes closed. Let's start sharing loving kindness towards yourself first. Please think, may I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be very peaceful. Please spread your sincere loving kindness towards yourself first. Now, please spread your loving kindness towards your dear parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. Please think, may my dear mother, may my dear father, may my dear teachers, relatives, and friends be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your sincere loving kindness towards your parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. Now, let's spread our loving kindness towards the neutral people. Neutral people are the people who don't belong to the category of friends and enemies. They are the people who are at the center, in the middle. Please think. May all the neutral people be well. May all the neutral people be happy. May all the neutral people be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards neutral people. Neutral people. Now, please spread your loving kindness towards your your enemies, your enemies. It also includes the people that you don't like. Please spread your loving kindness towards the enemies. Please think. May my enemies be well. May my enemies be happy. May my enemies be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your sincere loving kindness towards your enemies. Now, let's spread our loving kindness towards all the beings in the world. Human beings, animals, all kinds of beings. Let them be visible or invisible, beautiful or ugly, clever or not clever, intelligent or not intelligent, regardless of any discrimination. Without any discrimination, let's spread our sincere, unlimited loving kindness with all the beings. All the beings. Please think. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be very peaceful. Very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards all the beings. All the beings. Bhavattu Sambe Mangalang Rakantu Sambe Devatam Samme Buddhanubhavine Samme Dhammanubhavine Samme Sanghanubhavine Sada Suddhi Bhavang Tutte. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now everyone, please calmly open your eyes. Let your whole body to relax. Take a deep breath and let it go. Now please join your palms together and say 3 times, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. Dear Dhamma friends, hope all of you had a very good silent meditation session. Whenever at the end of the session, I give you a blessing chanting, and then after that, I say 3 times sadhu, okay? At that time, you are not supposed to open your eyes, right? So at that time, so please keep your posture and keep your eyes closed, right? Wait patiently until the 3 bells, so 3 bells go off, right? Whenever I know, whenever the chanting begins, you know, all right, now it is the time to end, right? So sometimes you might think like that, and you will become impatient. But turn that moment to practice patience. Sometimes for certain people, so they can maintain the attention, not only in meditation but in day-to-day life too. They can maintain the patience at the beginning. They can maintain the patience in the middle, but they cannot maintain the patience when it comes to the end, right? So, so use this opportunity to develop patience that we require to end something, right? Okay, right. That's a small advice, and I have a notification to do too, an acknowledgement. Next week will be the uh, last week that we will meet before I go to Sri Lanka. Right, not the last time for this year. I mean, before I go to Sri Lanka. But the meditation sessions will continue online, and I'll meet you. Uh, so at from new places, I will keep meeting you from new atmospheres in Sri Lanka, conducting the sessions. Right. If there is any new student who don't get the emails, so they are kindly requested to so pass the email, so we can can attach your email to the meditation email list. Then you will get the link, and somehow we are going to use the same link over and over again, right? Then right, so that's a kind request. And then I will be meeting you weekly on over there on Saturdays and here on Fridays. And on the third week, um, that means I'm not going to conduct the session on the 20th of uh, 20th of so 20th March, Friday. I will we will conduct it on Thursday night, because on the 21st and 22nd Saturday and Sunday, I will go on a trip with my family members. I do it every year. That's why annually I skip that day and I schedule it on Thursday. Make sure to join, not on the 20th 20th Friday night on March, instead on the 19th Friday night on March, Thursday night on March, okay? Right. Then keep that in mind too, and somehow you will get acknowledged with the emails the same, right? Okay. Then please keep practicing ardently. Now this is your small rest. Break time. If you want to go to the bathroom or if you want to drink water, please hurry up, and you will be given 3 minutes. And after that, please come back. Then we are going to discuss about today's topic, um, the um, the fourth enemy of meditation, restlessness and remorse, and how to how to deal with that. Okay. Okay, everyone, please say 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dear Dhamma friends, we have already finished discussing about 3 enemies of meditation. Can you remember the first one? Minu, can you remember the first one? Mr. Tim, the first one? Addiction to sensual pleasure. And then, second one, can you remember? All right. Okay, Miss Tripti, can you remember the second one? Remy, how about you? Can you remember the second one? Aversion, very nice. We discuss about aversion. Then Udar, third one, laziness, right? So first enemy is so addiction to sensual pleasure. Second one is aversion. Third one is laziness, right? And then I'm not going to check whether you know the details about them. Hope you wrote them down and memorize and apply in your day-to-day meditation practices. Then today we are going to talk about the fourth one. Can you remember the fourth one, Shreshbhai? Wandering mind. In brief, the wandering nature of the mind. Right? In Pali, it is called as Uddacha Kukkucha. Uddacha Kukkucha. Right? Wandering nature of the mind. Uddacha is mostly translated as restlessness of the mind. Right? And then Kukkucha is mostly translated as remorseful nature of the mind. Right? Restlessness and remorseful nature of the mind. Okay, please write these things down. I'm going to ask questions, okay? Right. Then, first one, you can write down restlessness. What is restlessness? Okay. Let me teach you it with a small story. One day, when this happened in Japan. One day, one elder Bhante was walking somewhere inside the temple. He saw two younger Bhantes are arguing with each other. He asked, then when he went closer and checked, he saw them arguing about a flag. One Bhante said, "What is shaking is the flag." Then the other Bhante said, "No, you're wrong. What is shaking is the wind." Then both of them, they kept on arguing to find out what is actually waving, shaking. At that time, that elder Bhante kept on listening to them, and then when he approached, they presented the same question to that Bhante. Then the elder Bhante said, their master said, what is actually shaking is not the wind or the flag. What is actually shaking is your own mind, your own untamed mind, right? So restlessness is that untamed, shaking nature of the mind, right? So this mind, is scattered, unsettled, and jumpy, just like a monkey, right? Monkey is always ready to jump, right? Just like that, without any rest, without any rest. So when someone has, when someone in someone's mind, or when this nature is dominant, what happens is that person's mind is always keeps on jumping without any break, right? Um, I listened to one. I couldn't finish that whole lecture, but I was listening to one lecture of a Harvard professor about psychology. He talked about the value of boredom. Actually, we need boredom in our life. So when certain people have this nature, so they send those people to a room and they close the room. They cannot use any phone, no any digital device. For 15 minutes, they have to experience boredom. And uh, after those 15 minutes, so there is a considerable change in them because of that boredom. Yeah, then he said, then he described how it active, how the how those small rates between thoughts activate default mode network. Right? Default mode network is here, right? So we need it to process memory, right? We need it to set goals according to my memory, right? Then right, goal setting, memory processing, and there is one more, right? So right, so then those are the duties of default mode network. Then it activates when you have that so gaps between certain thoughts, right? If you don't, so when someone has uddacha, there is no rest between thoughts. Can you understand? You cannot finish one thing and then you have to jump to another one. You want to jump to another one, right? And then when your mind is like that, you cannot concentrate well. If you cannot concentrate well, how can you develop in meditation? How can you so build calmness within? It's difficult, right? In certain people, this nature is very dominant, right? Therefore, they don't have, even though they become professionally successful, they don't have any peace in life, right? They don't have any peace in life. And if this grows deeper, that can create various kinds of mental sicknesses too, right? Yes, right. Then this is often fueled by desire, worry, and overstimulation. Right? So you think too much, right? So there is a limit to think about something, but these kinds of people, they cannot think. I mean, they think beyond that limit, right? And then because of that, this nature becomes worsened. This enemy so becomes more powerful, and it prevents stillness and concentration. And uh, then always that person doubts about everything that person does. That person thinks so. Then what to do and what not to do. Right? This person always doubts about these two. Right? What should I do? And I mean, there is a healthy way of thinking, but uh, thinking like that. But this person doubts. So, consistently, without any self-confidence. Right? Therefore, this so the mind is always restless. That person thinks what to do, right? Then after that, what not to do. So continuously. And then, right, because of this, restlessness arises inside the mind. Okay. And it becomes a big obstacle, not only for your meditation. Fortunately, you are tackling it with meditation, inside the meditation, but in the day-to-day life, if someone has this, there is it is very hard if that person doesn't know the techniques how to tackle it, right? They gain migraine, headaches, and so many such kind of sicknesses. Then second one is kukucha. Kukucha means remorse, remorsefulness, continuous remorsefulness. Um, Even at the Thai temple, I told this two devotees were there. Uh, so two meditators of us were there when I would teach this story. Because this week I had to teach about this topic at the Thai temple on Tuesday, right? Um, in Australia, this incident happened in Australia. Um, so there were two children. So in 90s or 80s, there were two children in Sydney. So who were playing together. Children means they were like 4 5 years old. And they were playing closer to a pool. Children are children, right? They got into fight. And one child was so angry, he pushed the other child to the pond. The other child didn't know how to swim. Unfortunately, that child passed away by sinking. Then, after that, he couldn't forgive himself. He when so their houses were situated opposite to each other. Whenever he saw the parents of the other child, right, the child who passed away, he was so remorseful. And then because of, but everybody forgave him. Society, I mean, the parent, I mean, the society forgave him because he's a child. He was a child, and even the parents of that child who passed away, unfortunately, they also forgave him, but he couldn't forgive himself. For 27 years, he kept on sinking inside remorse. So he couldn't finish the college. Right? He was a bright child at the beginning, but gradually those skills kept on diminishing. Finally, that child uh, became a person who was wandering without any aim. He became an aimless wanderer. Right? Then finally, he met one great Bhante in Australia um, called Bhante Ajahn Braham. He's the one who helped him. So he told, whatever the past, it is dead. Right? So whatever the future, it has not yet come. So, um, so you have to learn the lessons from the past, but you should not cling on to the past. Right? So you have to focus on the present so that your future will be a better one. Right? Then saying so, he taught meditation to this young man. So he worked hard. Then finally, after 27 years, 20 plus years, he came out of his guilty feeling. And finally, he went to college, studied hard, and became a good social worker who helped for the society. That Bhante also said, so the person who passed away, that person passed away. Now you also have to do something for that, for the so in memory of that passed away person too, right? Then you have to do something which is beneficial for the society, even for the person who passed away. That's why he chose social work. Right? Then after that, he became a good social worker who helped to the society. Remorsefulness is like that. Yes, people do mistakes. We are not perfect. Until you have negativities, you are bound to do mistakes. But you should not cling on to the mistakes because you did it, right? Whenever you did something, and whenever you realize something, right away you have to accept, oh, I did a wrong thing. Right? If you don't, and if you keep on clinging to the remorse, then so you will sink in your life along with your remorse. Right? Therefore, you have to be very careful about that. And then, brief explanation. a state of mental unease, remorsefulness means a state of mental unease rooted in past actions, particularly in unethical missteps, ethical missteps, often experienced as guilt, self-reproach, and compulsive regret. Right? It can also appear as excessive self-criticism or fear of doing something wrong. Right? So you begin to criticize yourself. So continuously, you are wrong. You were wrong. You did not do the right thing. Yes, you did that, but you have a present too, right? So just because you did something at the past moment, so you cannot attach the same thing to the present moment. Right? So you have to focus on the present too, right? Understanding that you have to limit the past to the past, and then you have to focus on the present. Right? If not, this thought would keep on growing, and finally, then it will so cover your whole mind, just like an abandoned garden gets covered by wild plants. Got it? Okay. So then be careful. Then, whenever when someone has this mentality, right? This in someone this I mean, this enemy is dominant. So that person has two thoughts basically. So that person always focuses on what is done or what is not done. Either you becomes remorseful about something that you have done, or you become remorseful about something that you haven't done. Right? Both things can happen, cause the remorse. Right? Then, right, how to deal with that? Let's be quick. Please write these things down. And not only you write these things down, so please apply these things in your day-to-day practice, right? Day-to-day life and day-to-day practice too. First solution is, above everything, you have to recognize that whenever you have restlessness or remorse, oh yes, I have now restlessness or remorse. Right? You have to recognize that. That's step number one. If you don't recognize it, will keep on growing, right? It is just like a poison, wild plant which is at your backyard that you didn't notice. Until you don't see that, it will keep growing. Right? So be careful. First, you have to recognize it. Number one. Okay. So number two is acceptance. Right? You have to accept it. So you have to think, this is restlessness. Right? You categorize and accept. Oh, this is this is restlessness. This is remorse, like that. And then after that, you have to begin the process to ground yourself without letting it to grow. You have to begin the process to ground yourself. So how to ground yourself? Then you can ground yourself by focusing on your seat. Right? If you are sitting, so please be aware about the touch of your seat. Right? And keep on being aware that you're sitting. And keep knowing, I'm sitting. I'm sitting now. I'm sitting now. I'm sitting now. Right? Focus on that and don't let the mind to wander away. Right? Keep on being aware about your sitting or the touch of the seat. And then, ground yourself, at the present moment, then focusing on your hands. If you are working, keep on being aware about the movement of your hands or feet. Right? So keep on being aware about the movement of your hands or feet. Right? So that will also help you to keep yourself grounded. And now you are meditators, you know certain meditation techniques too. So you can use breathing meditation. Right? First, you can use breathing meditation. So thinking, oh, let me think about that later on. Let me focus on my breath for a moment. Thinking so, you can keep on being aware about the breath. When you become, when you learn the third technique of breathing meditation, third step of breathing meditation, you can easily use that. Not right now, later on. For now, just use the general normal bear breath. So at the third step, you'll be requested to observe the touch of the breath within this small triangle area, right? It is called as sati nimitta, right? The place of mindfulness. I mean, the sign of mindfulness, symbol of mindfulness, right? So sati nimitta, right? Uh, so whenever you gain the ability to focus on this particular area, you'll gain the ability to cut down all kinds of outside attentions, and you gain the ability to focus, right? And maintaining that, so if you could do maintaining that attention also, while being aware about that touch of the breath within this small triangle area, if you do the day-to-day things for some time, then that will help you to cut down or slow the pace of restless thoughts or remorseful thoughts, right? Then another one, Buddhi scanning. Buddhi scanning means it's not the vipassana meditation, okay? Body scanning means that's a separate thing. So, body scanning means, so keep, sit or stand, or it doesn't matter. So, then keep on being aware about the parts of your body, right? Focus on your head and think, oh, I feel my head. Focus on your shoulders and feel on your neck and think, oh, I feel my neck. Focus on your shoulders, your hands, so your middle part of your body, your right leg or the left leg. When you focus on them, you gain the ability to keep yourself grounded. Okay. And next one is another very effective one, walking meditation. Keep aside everything. Find a quiet place and keep walking back and forth, focusing on the movement of your legs. Think just like a soldier, not not exactly like soldiers. Soldiers, they always do that because of another person's command. You are doing this because of your demand, right? Your demand. So please focus on your legs and keep on being aware whether you are moving your right leg or the left leg. Okay. Then please practice that. That will help. And then, so if because of restlessness, so if you feel very anxious at that time, so please use long breaths. Intentionally breathe in and breathe out long breaths. Take time to breathe in and consciously breathe in, and take time to breathe out, consciously breathe out. Write this down and use this one too. And then for remorse, there is another thing to do, right? So in Pali, it is called as, that's the technique which Buddha taught. So ayati sangvara. In this technique, what you do is, first you have to reflect on your past wrong action, right? Reflect. Then understand and accept why, so I did the wrong thing and why it is wrong. And then third step is determine not to do it again. And don't focus anymore. Okay? So let it go with the past. You learn the lesson, and because this is wrong, and I'm not going to do it again. Thinking so, you you focus on the present. So that's how Angulimala came out of his past guilt. He killed 999 people, right? But still he became an enlightened monk. He realized that he did wrong, but he didn't cling to the past, right? Ambapali, so she was a she had a bad past, right? Addaka, she also had a bad past, right? Then, but somehow, finally, what happened? They understood it and they reflected on it. Then they decided, oh, that was wrong. I'm not going to do it again. After that, another birth began. They changed, right? Then, next one is, so you also have to forgive yourself for being ignorant in the past, and you have to forgive others who involved in that, right? Then, so after the determination, your change begins. Okay, don't focus on anymore about the past wrongdoings. I taught it to another student. She didn't come this time. So, so last week, right? It helped her. Okay, then please practice like that and come out of your uddacha and kukkucha. So, what are the English meanings? Restlessness and Mrs. Kalpana, remorse. Okay. Where is your? Oh, you had write that down. Okay. Then, right. Then, right. Please practice like that. Hope you will be able to come out of your restlessness and remorse. Hope you will be able to defeat this fourth enemy. And finally, I sincerely wish, may you come out victorious and eradicating all the negativities, developing all the positivities. May all of you be able to finally attain real peace, real happiness, Nibbana. With those thoughts, please join your palms calmly together and concentrate. Abhivadana senese nichang vata pachaino Chattaro dhamma vaddhanti ayuvagno sukhang balang ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti me vache ato nimmana sampatti iminati samijjatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Good night to everyone. Take care of yourself, take rest, and see you again in the next week. Sukhi hotu. Good night. Right. Hope all of you can talk. Mr. Elliot, good night. Mr. Huad, are they?
I don't know if I have the I don't know if I'm the host. Am I, Bante?
Right. Wait for a moment.
Because I came in very late. I'm sorry to say.
All right. Okay. Mr. Elliot, good night.
Well, good night, Bante. Thank you so
Good night.
much.
And then Mrs. Shaynaz and Mr. Adil, good night.
Good night, Bante.
Good night. Mrs. Kathy, good night.
Good night, Bante. Thank you.
And Mr. Huad and Mr. Huad, good night.
Good night to you, Bante. Thank you so much.
Ms. Rita there?
No, she was unable to make it. She's taking care of her niece, it's my cousin who just came out of cancer surgery.
Oh,
She's
right.
in Florida.
I sincerely wish that she to come out of it. I mean,
It looks good,
becomes
Bante.
healthy.
Thank you. It looks good.
May
Thank
be
you.
happy.
Thank you.
Kasun, good night. Kasun. Right. And then Manu, good night. Right. Right. All right. Kasun, එහෙනවද?
ඇහෙන දැන් ඇහෙන
හරියට හරියට. අදත් එන්න බැරි වුණානේ.
ඔව් මම ගිය සතිය අදයි මේ Zoom එකෙන් ආවේ.
හරි හරි. කවන්නේ කසුන්. අපි ඊළඟ සතිය හම්බ වෙමු.
හරි හම්බ වෙනවා.
හරි. තිරුවන් සරණයි කසුන්.
තිරුවන්
And Manu, can you hear me? Right. And then the other iPhone 3, is that a new material? iPhone 3. Good night to everyone then. Good night.